Since we're talking about autos, let's take that theme forward and let's try and understand what happened with Landmark Cars' earnings in the first quarter. Sanjay Thakker, the chairman, joins in on the show right now to talk about how their quarterly performance was and the visibility going forward. Sanjay, hi, good morning. Good to have you on the show. Sanjay, just wanted to understand what really happened in the first quarter because the numbers on a year-on-year basis comparable look significantly lower. Was there a one-off situation? Because you have talked about in the past also of non-availability of cars.
That's right. So, thanks for having me on the show. The first thing that I want to say and reiterate is that the demand for premium and luxury cars remains to be strong and buoyant. Now, this is the need of the hour. If you have that, then a lot of other things will fall in place. As far as we were concerned in the first quarter, the supply for variety of reasons with the different manufacturers that we represent, the situation wasn't that good. And I believe and I'm pretty certain that that will change immediately. And I'll give you one or two examples. Mercedes-Benz, which continues to be our main driver of growth and business, the growth for the first quarter was 8% for the company. And this was because the non-availability of SUVs, mainly the GLC, which got launched last week, which is the world bestseller, and it is likely to be the bestseller for India. Now that the deliveries of that will start now. The high-end products, whether it is the S-Class or the GLS, continue to be in short supply. The situation hopefully is likely to improve going ahead. The Honda Elevate, which is the main product for Honda after many years, that will start kicking in from September. And I can go on and on. We represent manufacturers, and with us, it was a situation where the sales didn't happen to our satisfaction because of this, the factors that I told you. But the after sales business, which is our bread and butter business, an annuity type of a business, which keeps on growing at around 20% CAGR last 9 years. Now, this is something which clocked good growth. Our average revenue that per repair order also grew by like 9 or 10%. The company generated cash of around 20 crores, which is not that far from what happened in the last quarter of the same year, last quarter. So there were some positive takeaways and there were some misses that way.
So, since you are so bullish about the after sales business, what number do you have in mind to close the financial FY24?
We have been growing at 20% for last 9 years, and we clocked around 190 crores this year. Last full year was around 750 crores or so. We are hoping that we will continue our long-term average and kind of go towards that. It's also a seasonality factor which plays out.
Okay. Sanjay, morning. Walk us through how demand is shaping up in terms of Q2 and beyond. What kind of order book build-up are you experiencing, keeping in mind the festive sales? And do you think that this time around we could see record festive sales?
It is most likely for the auto sales. There is an inauspicious period which is ending on the 18th, and my hope is that after that the demand situation will pick up even better. And we have a kind of a longish festive season this time with Diwali being in November, which always helps. So with the supply situation for us improving and this also kicking in, I'm hoping that we will have a much better Diwali. And last year, many people were asking me whether this was a pent-up demand. I continue to maintain that it's not a pent-up demand that we are addressing. We are looking at a structural change in India, where the car ownership continues to be at 2.2%, and the premium cars being only 1% of the entire auto sales, the luxury cars. So there is a long runway. We will have one quarter like this or two quarters like this, but it doesn't change the long-term trajectory of what we are building. And we are kind of to mention also building a third pillar of for our profitability, which is that of the used cars. So if we have a quarter like this when the cars are not available, we do not suffer. We also have a third pillar to fall back on.
Okay, fair enough. And given that Gujarat and Maharashtra are majority of your presence, I understand that 66% of the total outlets in the workshop. What is the plan to expand your sales further over there, or how different are the dynamics in terms of your sales expectations for these regions, these two states versus the rest of the regions?
Yeah, so our strategy has been, we are in business for last 25, 26 years, and our strategy has been to go deep in a geography. We go deep with a manufacturer where we become their largest partners wherever possible, and we have succeeded in most, and to go deep in a geography. So Maharashtra, what you are talking about, we entered as late as maybe 2016 or 17, and we have built our business. Then we have gone to West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh. We started our MG operations in Madhya Pradesh. We already have our Honda and Mercedes business over there. So once we enter a geography, we go deep in it, and we will also go to newer geographies. Newer OEs will get added as time kind of comes, and I believe we will see a larger portfolio and more states that we will be present in very soon.
I also wanted to understand about your relatively newer initiative, that of pre-owned car business. How's
Yes.
that doing?
It's early days. We are trying to crack something which nobody else has been able to crack. So that becomes a little bit of a mental block. But we have seen a lot of money burning models. We have seen a lot of things which have not succeeded. So what we are doing is a very niche, well thought out strategy that we are planning out. And I'm, as of now, pretty confident that it will play out well. The focus will be to have the same customers in our fold, to have the same infrastructure, the same, we not adding to cost and make a profitable business out of it.
All right. Thanks so much for taking the time out and giving us a view on how business is shaping up. Good to know that you're expecting a record festive sales this time round.